Hello, fellows. Blue Line Piper here. I appreciate you joining me again. My name's Todd, for those of you that don't know me. I'm in the garage again this evening, and tonight I'd like to do a VR for two people. Caleb over at the Corner Room Pipe Talk has asked for VRs for his giveaway, and I'd like to support Caleb's channel with a VR. If I happen to win, Caleb, I'd like to donate my prize to the person, whomever did a VR that has the least amount of subscribers. So, and also to Mr. Wentzel over at Wentzel's World. I'd like to do a shout out to him and somewhat of a VR. So we'll start with Caleb. He did a video on why he loves pipe smoking, and he's asked for us to respond in kind. So my list is real similar to yours, Caleb. I enjoy your videos quite a bit. I enjoy your personality and the way you present yourself. I like the pictures and the videos that you have at the beginning of your videos. So at any rate, Caleb mentioned that the community was the first thing he mentioned, and that's going to be my number one. I picked up pipe smoking as a smoking cessation aid, and I reasoned that through the quality of pipe tobacco versus cigarette tobacco, and the fact you don't inhale, it might not be healthier, but it's not nearly as unhealthy as cigarette smoke, in my opinion. So that was the reason I started, and then just naturally I gravitated to YouTube for tips and tricks on how to smoke a pipe and what kind of tobaccos were out there. And I could go on, as far as the origin, I could go on for probably 20 minutes about that. But at any rate, that led me to the YouTube pipe community. And wow, I've been blown away. So I got to say that the people in the YouTube pipe community are the number one reason I enjoy pipe smoking. I've only had a YouTube channel and been posting videos since the first week of August, and have already made several friends. At least to me, they're my friends. I hope that it's reciprocal, but either way, I've made some really good contacts and friends, and friendly acquaintances that I suspect will become friends moving forward. So the community, I haven't had the pleasure of meeting any of you guys yet, but making tentative plans with some of you, and I'm looking forward to that. Caleb, coincidentally, you mentioned that you live in the St. Louis area. I live in southern Illinois, and I'm about 60 miles from St. Louis, so I hope to be able to maybe meet up one day and have a pipe and a conversation with you and shake your hand. He mentioned, his number two thing he mentioned was collecting the pipes and tobaccos. My number two will be similar to that. I really like trying different tobacco blends. So I'm new to this, right? So it's all new to me and fun. And for example, today I learned, thanks to Jesse, thanks Jesse, I learned today that I love St. Bruno. That's probably going to be, that's probably going to be my at-work smoke now. So I love St. Bruno. And so trying the different tobaccos will probably be my number two. He had mentioned that the peace that he gets from smoking a pipe was the next thing he'd mentioned. And I enjoy the relaxation as well. I enjoy coming out to the garage, to my workbench, and having a pipe in the evenings and in the morning before work. And I think that he had mentioned that he enjoys all of the information that there is out there and the things that there are to learn. I too enjoy that. I guess we can all have similar lists, but the nostalgia, I think, is one thing that I really enjoy about it. I mean, you might argue it was nostalgia that got me interested in pipe smoking. So that'd be my list, Caleb. Congratulations. I think I looked before I started this video. I think you're at 187 already or something. So you'll be at 200 before this giveaway is all wrapped up. That's awesome. I suspect that your next 100 will come just as quickly. Keep doing what you're doing. There's a lot of us that really enjoy what you're doing, and you make a perfect addition to the YouTube pipe community, in my opinion. The next thing I want to talk about is Mr. Wentzel. And so I want to show you something that I found. And I hope that it doesn't offend you, Mr. Al. It's not meant to, quite the opposite. But I really appreciate you, Mr. Wentzel, for a lot of reasons. So the wife and I were out yard selling a few weekends ago, and I come across this guy, and I'd like to introduce everybody to Wentzel. So he sits on my workbench, and he's got his little pipe there, and I saw it, and I said, well, that's Wentzel, and I had to have it. So yeah, I cleaned it up, and Wentzel hangs out with me on my workbench here and has a pipe with me every time I have a pipe. So, but that's just kind of an icon that reminds me of the YTPC, not just Mr. Wentzel. But recently, I'd picked up through his videos that Mr. Wentzel is a leathersmith. I hope that's the right term. A leather craftsman. And recently, the cover on my Bible is bonded leather, and I didn't know the difference in top grain leather or bonded leather or synthetic leather until I talked to Mr. Wentzel, and he directed me to a video he had that explained all of that. And so I learned the difference in the different kinds of leathers that companies use and people use. And so my bonded leather Bible cover had started flaking away and falling apart, and the cardboard backing was still good, but just the leather was falling apart. So I contacted Mr. Wentzel and asked him if he would be interested in letting me hire him to make a Bible cover for me. And he was gracious enough to, yeah, absolutely. Tell me what you like, what you want. And I told him I kind of like plain, and he asked me what I wanted on the front of it, and I told him I wanted brown leather. I told him just the Word. John 1:1 says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So I just wanted the Word on it, and that's it. So Mr. Wentzel made me a Bible cover, and I want to show it to you guys because he did a phenomenal job. This guy is a Class A craftsman. So I'm going to dislodge the camera here, so bear with me while I pull it over here and attempt to show you this Bible cover. It'll be worth the cross-eyed. Give me just a second. So here it is. So see if I can get a top-down view of this. The Word. That is phenomenal. And then open it up. And on the back, then he put my name here. See if I can get it. I'm sorry. I know this is horrific. Well, I don't know. I don't think it. Okay, there it is. It's just a big dumb animal. So, and he's got a stamp there. So, handcrafted, brother Al Wentzel. It's got a cross in it. But man, is that not beautiful? Look at that work. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So, all right. It was kind of an exercise in futility, wasn't it? So that's that. Mr. Wentzel made that, and he also sent me the morning. So I received the Bible cover yesterday. I got it from the post office. That morning he had done a video about pipe holders. And I was thinking, wow, I'd like to buy a pipe holder from Mr. Wentzel. Those look great. And in the package with this Bible was this guy. He sent me one. How's that? Just an hour before I went to the post office and received this, I was thinking, man, I need to get a hold of him for a pipe holder. That's awesome. So since this is a pipe channel, I got my corn cob, Missouri Meerschaum Rob Roy pipe, and in it, I'm having some Cornell and Deal Bayou Morning. Pretty all right. So there's that. I have a couple more VRs I need to do, but I see I'm already at 12 minutes. And I suspect that since everybody's cross-eyed now, that I should probably let you go. Take a Tylenol and relax. Thanks for putting up with my camera work there. Anybody's looking for a good cameraman, I'm for hire. So, and anybody that's into vintage fishing lures, hit me up. We could probably nerd out on those too. Or wristwatches, or pocket knives. So anyway, until we meet again, Wentzel and I would like to say, have a good evening. God bless you. Keep looking up and keep praying. So have a good evening.